Alright guys, so let's talk about a movie that I've really wanted to see for a long time, and all my friends have told me to see this movie, and I just haven't had the chance to see it until now because Amazon Prime has it. What We Do in the Shadows is awesome. Watching this for the first time, everybody said this was a really clever and really funny comedy. And watching this movie, I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I thought that how Taika Waititi does his humor in all of his movies that I've seen him do, they work incredibly well. Like this, or Thor Ragnarok, or Hunt for the Wilder People, which is an underrated movie that got good critical reception, but nobody saw it. Which is a great movie, so go out and see that. I know everybody's seen Thor Ragnarok, which is awesome as well, but Hunt for the Wilder People needs to get more love, because that's another Taika Waititi movie that he did. And he did another movie that I have not seen, and I forgot the name of it, but I think he's only done 4 movies, maybe 5, or directed 4, or maybe 5. And also, this movie is directed by him and Jermaine Clement. So it's kind of like a joint thing, but it feels so much Taika Waititi in terms of like his other 2 movies I've seen him do. Now, the idea of this movie alone, I think, is really clever and really fun. I love how this is a movie about vampires, and Taika Waititi is one of the vampires, and all these other actors are this group of vampires who are living together in a home, and it is literally shot like a reality show. And it is genuinely awesome and genuinely funny, because the way that they incorporate all these jokes, they incorporate the realistic way of having a reality show. They even have the moments where a group of them are talking, or a group of them are fighting, and then it has one person to the side of the camera just sitting there while it cuts to them just talking about, oh, this happened and this happened and this happened, just like a reality show. And I thought it was so fun how much attention to detail they made it like a reality show. And it's genuinely funny, because these vampires, for some reason, are just like, hey, we're gonna go and be interviewed, because we're vampires. We've lived for thousands of years. And I thought that was awesome, because it plays with that humor of them being living for so long, and it plays with the humor of them really how they argue and complain with each other, because they really are a great group. These group of vampires, all these actors are really great in this movie. So I really love that. I love the reality show aspect. That is a really cool thing. Just a really cool, unique thing to copy that from a reality show, but make it about vampires and make it really genuinely funny. And I really there's just a lot of funny lines, like how these characters interact with each other. For example, there is this one girl who is a slave to one of the vampires, in terms of she wants to be turned into a vampire. And she does all of his laundry, she does all his clothes. And then the vampire guy that is her owner, he tells her, maybe we'll wait another 10 years. I don't feel like doing it right now. And it cuts to a moment where she's talking to the camera, and she's like, If I was a guy, I would have been a vampire 10 years ago. Everybody's wagging their dicks around. If I had a penis, I swear I would have been a vampire already. It's jokes like that that are really funny. And there's a really funny character that is turned into a vampire. He's there and he gets turned, and then he tells everybody in the world, because the vampires go out at night and go to the bars and stuff, and this guy trying to hit on girls goes up to every woman and says, hey, I'm a vampire, trying to find a way to get them to go out with him. And that's really funny, and all the other vampires are so mad at him, why are you telling everybody your secret? Nobody should know we're vampires. And the guy's just whatever, I just want to get girls, so I'm going to say that. That's a good thing that no other guy has, that being a vampire. So I thought that was really funny. And I just love little lines whenever one of them is on the computer and he's like, I'm doing my dark bidding on the internet, and they're like, oh, what are you bidding on? And he's like, a table. Like that. That's great humor. The humor in this, almost every joke landed perfectly for me. Almost every joke was genuinely so funny and so great, and so they say a lot of jokes in a casual way, which makes it even more funnier because they're not trying to be more self-aware in terms of like they're on a reality show, but these vampires are acting like they are supposed to be. Like they're just trying to be like these actual vampires with vampire problems, and it's funny doing that with a reality angle. That's a really cool, clever thing. So I really loved everything about this movie. This was genuinely one of the best comedies I've seen ever. Like there are comedies that I love, like Airplane or like Rat Race, but this is up there because this is so genuinely funny and so original and unique and just so hilarious in everything it does. So I really loved What We Do in the Shadows. This is a really great movie, and I feel like anybody who hasn't seen it should go and see it because this is genuinely hilarious. So that's my review on What We Do in the Shadows. Tell me down below what you think of this movie, and thank you guys so much for watching.